Hello there everyone, my name is Nathan Birch. Today I'm going to go through our computer setup if you have already taken the JavaScript 1 course with me. So you should have VS Code downloaded already, Google Chrome, you'll have already downloaded Git and made a GitHub account. And so all we're going to do right now is create a new repository for our class. Okay, so I would go to github.com, make sure I'm all logged in. I am logged in, and I'm just going to hit new repository. And I'll just say JavaScript2. Make sure to leave it public and hit create repository. And then you'll see this link show up right here. You can actually just copy that link and then you can go back over to VS Code. Oh, hang on one second. Okay, so I have my code from our first class right here. And so what I would do is whatever folder this is in, go ahead and open that folder in the terminal. Okay, so this might be different on your computer, but my JavaScript 1 stuff is right here. I want the JavaScript 2 stuff to be right here too. So I'm just going to right click on this one and hit open in terminal. Okay, and if this isn't showing up over here, you can just click on file and hit open folder. And then you can open up any folder on your computer to have it show up over here. Okay, so now that I'm in here, I can say git clone, and then I'll just paste the URL of the repository that I just made. And then now you can see this just popped up and it's empty. Okay, so a couple of commands that I want to run to make sure that this is good to go. You can see there are a couple of things right here. I can just make a new file. I can just call it like test.html or something. And I'll just add some code in here with our exclamation mark shortcut, and I'll just hit enter. And I'll say this is my first file. We'll delete this later, hit save. You can see this is all showing up as green because I created this new file in here. Okay, now I'm going to run a couple of commands. So the first one, I'm going to say git add dot, and I'll run a couple of these commands. Oh, whoops. Okay, so it says I'm in the My Courses folder, which is this one, which is not a GitHub repository. So I need to be inside of JavaScript 2. So I'm going to right click on this and hit open in terminal. And now I can say git add dot, which will add my new file. And then I'll say git commit -m, first commit. Okay, it says one file changed, good. And then I want to say, let's see here. Let's go ahead and copy this and run it. Okay, and then we'll say, well, hang on, I'm not sure actually what this is showing up as. So I can see what the name of my branch is. So I can say git remote -v, and it'll show its name is origin. Okay, the same one that this is using. So I'm going to set my main branch to main, which is what we just did a second ago. And now when I say git push -u, it'll say, okay, every time you say git push, it'll go to the origin URL, which is this guy right here, which is what we want, and it'll go to the main branch, which is also what we want. And then from here on out, I'll never have to do that again. I'll only have to just say git push, because that will like set the default. Okay, so if I made another change in here and saved it, I could say git status, and it says, oh, you modified one file. I could say git add dot git commit, copy the line, and git push. Okay, and so it pushed it. I didn't have to run all those commands again, just those three: git add, git commit, git push. And then if I come back over here and I refresh it, you can see there have been 2 commits. The last one was 13 seconds ago. I can look at my HTML file and see all of my code. If I go back here, I can click on commits and see, okay, here's my first one. And I can look there and I can see everything that was changed. I can go back and I can look at my second commit and see, oh yeah, I only added that one line of code. Okay. But anyways, now I'm all ready to go, and this won't change for the rest of the course. Okay. Anytime I want to add code to GitHub, I'll just right click on this, say open in terminal, and then I'll do git add, git commit, and git push to save my changes there. So I hope that this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.